Moving on, the Salaries and Remuneration Commission is scheduled to release guidelines for implementation of MCAs car grants. MCAs have been pushing for the car grants since the year 2014. The Commission approved the 4.5 billion car grants for MCAs and their speakers, paving way for its implementation. Now, SRC said the move will not affect the expenditure ceiling as provided by the Commission of Revenue Allocation, with already factored in 4.5 billion shillings car loan facility fund being converted to transport facilitation benefit. Rita Tinina has more details.
Fulfilling demands for car grants by members of county assemblies has been a long process.
I played a major role in negotiating the car grant for the members of county assembly. We went for a meeting with the president in 2014 in Mombasa. We did again in 2016. In 2017, the president also promised them that they will get a car grant. I was in the forefront in fighting for county assemblies to be given these benefits, both as a devolution chair, but also when I came into office.
Now, the Salaries and Remuneration Commission has approved car grants for the Speaker and MCAs. In a letter Tuesday evening to the Council of Governors Chairman Martin Wambora, the SRC Chair Lynn Mengich said conversion of the car loan facility to a car grant will be undertaken within the available car loan facility funds of 4.5 billion shillings and will not affect the expenditure ceiling provided by the CRA. Upon conversion, the existing car loans shall cease, and the speakers and members of county assembly who have already benefited on the existing car loans shall convert their car loans to transport facilitation benefit in form of a car grant, says the letter. That means MCAs will not be required to pay back the money. For a process that has taken close to 7 years to approve, it is the timing that critics term as questionable. It comes less than 2 weeks after President Uhuru Kenyatta gave in to demands for car grants by MCAs during a meeting with MCAs from the Mount Kenya region. The promise at a time when county assemblies are in the process of considering the Constitution Amendment Bill. Already, Siaya and Kisumu have approved the bill. 24 counties are required to approve it to pave way for a referendum.
So county assembly members should not feel like they are beholden to the SRC or to Treasury or to President or to BBI because of the car grant. They must make their decision on Constitution, which is for posterity, separate from the allocations of the car grant, which is a right to them and they deserve.
Some critics argue the country's 2,222 MCAs should not get car grants.
People are still being exempted and given grants, free grants for cars. The Constitution forbids it because that is discriminatory. You can have a car loan but not a car grant. The parasitic model is what is making leaders gather together to betray Kenyans.
Rita Tinina, KTN News.
Now, staying on that story, Daniel Kariuki from Nyeri got some reactions. Let's just take a look at some of them.
All right, just days after President Uhuru Kenyatta assured members of the County Assembly that they are going to be receiving car grants, the issue, of course, elicit mixed reactions from the residents, or rather from Kenyans, and also from various leaders. And of course, SRC has now given a go-ahead and guided the Council of Governors on how this issue should be tackled. Of course, I took time to speak to some of the residents as well as members of the County Assembly to just have a feel and get a preview of what they feel concerning the letter by SRC on the car grants and the direction that they gave to the Council of Governors. This is what the County Assembly, or rather the members of the County Assembly, had to say, as well as residents, concerning the car grant that is now going to be part and parcel of the county assemblies.
It's a historic moment for the county assemblies in Kenya because from way back 2014, the CAV, which is the body that looks at the welfare of the MCAs, have been fighting hard to see that members get the car grants, and it's actually a way of facilitating members on their daily duties in the mashinani. So for me, I feel it is okay. It is justice at the end of the day.
As far as I'm concerned, if a communication is to affect me or benefit me in any way, then that communication, unless it reaches me as an individual member and communicated within the different channels that we have in the assembly, because if you want to make a communication, that correspondence should be taken to the office of the clerk. The clerk should communicate to the speaker, and the speaker will do a communication from the chair. So anything that has not been communicated through those channels, we still treat it as a rumor.
MPs have been getting grants. Senators have been getting grants. And the president himself back in 2014 said, if it's a grant, give everybody a grant. If it's a loan, give everyone a loan. Now, it's just that by coincidence, this issue has come when we are conversing forward against the changes. And that is why we are saying, let's separate the issues. Let the MCAs get their dues, right? And we hope the public understands. With me, I would not want it to be seen like I'm being given a grant in order to be shaded or in order to view the BBI in a certain way.
It may not have been a very right move at this time, but I think it is right for them to be given. You must also remember that they were also given 3 million in terms of house or mortgage loans. So some of these monies, they are not so much considering to what we lose as a nation to corruption. So I think Kenyans must focus on fighting corruption, because 4.5 billion out of 600 billion that we lose annually is a very small amount.
Those are varied reactions from the members of the County Assembly as well as residents concerning this issue to do with the car grants. And it's a topic that we are going to keep on following to ensure that we have the details and how it's going to be rolled out in the near future. But for now, I take you back to studio.
Thank you very much, Kariuki, for that. Well, what do you think about the latest move by SRC? 22155 is the SMS line to send your views to. You're watching News Desk. We're taking a short break. We still have much more on the other side.